Hello, my name is Pandora. This is the video demonstration of the 3Ms method for preschool development. Children go through many phases, and there are many different methods of assessing those phases and where they are in their development. Children develop physically at about the same rate. But their mental development, while it grows in about the same order, it does not grow at the same pace for anybody. Every child is a little bit different than the next. The 3Ms method is a method of assessment using 3 different levels of understanding and observations. The 3Ms method is important because it focuses on the children's interactions with materials such as these puzzles, as well as focusing on how the children play. So the way children learn in their early education, early development stages, they learn through play. A lot of kids will start to understand, like, they learn how to express their emotions through play. They learn what things are. They start to piece together things that are familiar between home and play and school. Even for infants, play is not just play. For infants, they're trying to figure out what things are, how things feel, how things taste. A little weird, but that's okay. That's what babies do. The 3Ms in the 3Ms method obviously stand for manipulation, mastery, and meaning. It is a way to learn which children need more time to learn with certain things or on certain things, and what they're excelling at. So with manipulation, a child will play around with the object, possibly trying to figure out how to piece it together. Obviously, I don't have the right pieces right now, but they might turn it over in their hands and drop it to see if it bounces. Some children will throw things, but they'll figure it out how to use such items. Like, I'm trying to figure out these puzzles, and although and even though it's like difficult, even if it's a difficult thing, they will keep at it. Most children will keep at it until they figure out what it's for and how to work it. So if I were to give these to an infant, they would probably play with it, stick it in their mouths. Preschoolers play with it, maybe turn it, try and figure out how the pieces fit together. And even as adults, I use the 3Ms method for figuring things out a lot. Kind of like computers, gaming systems, random electronics you buy at Goodwill. I'll be doing that a lot. Moving on from the manipulation level, children will practice the ways to use the object. So we'll put it together and we'll take it apart again, and we'll do it over and over. And once they find the use, once they figure out how to use the object, they'll use it over and over correctly. Such as, I used in my outline, I used Legos, but I have puzzles. So puzzles. With most children, the book says some children will learn to put meaning to an object or give it a new use. So while with puzzles you can't really give it a new use, at least that I can think of, I'm sure there are many children that can think of way more uses. I know that children can put a story to the puzzle. Let me put the lid back on and I can show you the other side. Maybe they'll find a use for the box. So like, children can make stories out of the puzzles, or they can do many things with many different objects. How would you respond to a child in the manipulative level? I would not tell them that they're doing something wrong, and support. You want to support that exploration process. You want to be like, oh, maybe this didn't work. What else can we try? And you want to be able to give the child freedom to explore and figure things out themselves, because children learn best when given freedom but guidance at the same time. Like, you want to be an NPC and be there to help when they need the help, when they ask for it, or you see them really, really struggling. But otherwise, it's not needed for you to be on top of the children. You can support kids in the manipulative level by asking them open-ended questions like I did with here, like, what else could we try? And then you could support their exploration. Once they figure out how to use it, you congratulate them or like cheer on their successes as they move on to the next phase, which is, I broke it, which is mastery. Did I really break it? Oh shit. No, I didn't. It's all good. Okay. So when you respond to a child in the mastery level, you want to give them support and encouragement. Tell them they're doing a great job working through things. You want to validate their efforts and accomplishments. You could ask them what they think it could be used for, how they came to figure out the use, or how they came to figure out how to work it. Of course, you don't want to be on top of one kid, because you more than likely have at least 10 other children going through these same stages that you want to assist. In conclusion, the 3M's method is a simple and on-the-spot method of observation and assessment, with the 3 parts being manipulation, mastery, and meaning. The children honestly, it's the simplest way to observe on the spot. While you will probably want to record your observations, you still want to observe on the spot. You don't want to do assessments like interviewing the children or testing. While there are many, those are just a few ways of observing and assessing the children. This method allows the teacher to understand how to interact with the children, as well as what the children need more time with and what Susie over here excels at. Like, maybe she excels at the manipulatives, but doesn't quite understand like the dramatic play area. It is a completely open-ended assessment where you are able to do it on the spot. I appreciate this method because without even realizing it, I have practiced it in my classroom, as well as looking back and realizing I do it a lot myself. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.